Good morning, coconuts. Back on the charts. We're looking at the big G, GER40. Got the red drink. So we've popped back in this range now. It's quite a big range. Last couple of days. Oops, I left the hound outside. Okay. So, what is going to happen? Very interesting stuff going on. We haven't broken this structure for a very long time. So, what does that mean? Could be the day of retest, because we lost speed yesterday. It was the first day in the red this year on this instrument. So a couple of things that can happen. We can, I think we're going to go test one of the highs or lows of the session. Based on this current candle, there is rejection off this area. So what we could look for today, if we want to go for buys, we want clean breaks above this level here. Above this level, clean breaks, and back on top of here. And yeah. And if we're looking for sells, we need a rejection from the top side to push down. Is what we need. A nice rejection up here to go down, because this on the daily, it's not a very strong strong candle going down. Could just be a support to continue moving up. But we have broken structure, so yeah. So if we had this on the 4 hour, what does it look like? Yeah, so even on the 4 hour we've broken structure. Yeah. So well, maybe not. So we haven't quite broken structure on the 4 hour. We have on the 1 hour. And the 1 hour is our money usually. So another 2 viewers in the chat. Are they real? We do not know. We do not know. So let's see. Oh, I am blind this morning. Messed up my lines. Messed them up. Messed them up. Come on. Screw it. It's gonna make a new one. Just don't delete everything else, which happens quite often. Quite often. Okay. Ding. 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 Okay. That'll do. So yeah, break of structure. Break of structure. Right here. Oh, what is going on with my lines today? Shit. As that poor fellow used to say. I think he's passed away now. Ooh, a moderate rainfall warning. That is why we are leaving the country as soon as possible. Winston. Yeah, look, big old range. You know, potentially could be a good entry for a long at the bottom of that range, but we are in a downtrend. There has been a change here. Big consolidation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last 2 days in this big consolidation here. So, usually with a large consolidation, we can expect to see a larger breakout. But I would like to see some sort of big liquidity grab. If possible. Because we do not want to be on the wrong side of this one. So a quick recap of yesterday. Just having it loading up the page. Yeah, so I ended the stream on a loss. But then I did jump back on. Because the price action went to a level which was just irresistible. So we lost 1% on the yesterday on the stream. I jumped back on and actually made a few decent trades. I had some runners, and we ended up on £236.50 in the end. So that puts our total at, let's have a look, 583.91, which is almost 1%. So time-wise, you know, I'm not on a strict timetable. However, you know, I want to average 0.5% a day over a week. So that's 3.5% a week. So at the moment, sitting on a Wednesday, or just under 1%. Obviously, we haven't taken a trade today. That is it's below target, but that's fine. It's good to have targets. We're living in a target-rich environment. So yeah, interesting break on this structure here. Well, break on this trend. So could have just happened because of this is low low volume time. This has happened. This hasn't happened during any meaningful situations. So, and as well, for those of you that like to see some patterns, so we had a consolidation, we had a manipulation, and then we moved to the upside. So now we're in a consolidation again. So will we see a manipulation to the downside to move up, or to the upside to move down? Only time will tell. But we are in consolidation, and overall we are in consolidation. A big old range. Big old range. Big old titties. Right. Yeah. we're looking to catch a nice move today and leave a runner. Would be nice. So we've got our coffee. Yeah, so we're still rejecting off this. This is a very key level here. So is this above here. So let's hope either way it goes, we can jump in its wake and follow it to its destiny. Look at these fake outs here. Bing, bing on the 30. That's why higher time frame, 1 hour is important. Because you're like, ooh, look, big confirmation on the 30. Let's jump in a trade. Imagine if you jumped in up here. Sorry. Yeah. If you jumped in here, bang. Jumped in here, bang. They're quite big moves. Okay, it is. We just had a. So it's the. What time is it? Get confused with these times. So it's 8 a.m. Germany time. So 1 hour pre-market. So 1 hour to open. And UK time is 7 a.m. Which I think is probably a good time to start the stream moving forward. I mean, overall in the mornings, it's probably the worst time because everyone's getting ready for work or already there. So, yeah. Because of this break of structure here, it is one confirmation, but because we didn't break below here, I am dubious. Dubious to take action. Remember, a no trade day without a loss is a winner. Obviously you can't do that every day. You have to put the money out there to make it. So we'll look on the old 15, yeah. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Okay. So we could come back up now. I think maybe we'll test this area and then down. That's only based on this little bit of change of structure here on the trend line, not on the overall range. The range is still holding true. The range is holding true. And I think that's just because of low volume in that session. It wasn't enough to invalidate these orders down here. So just pinged off it. But overall, the week is still bullish. Weekly candle. Last week, absolute stormer. So, yeah. Let me try and put a little gain on this microphone. It doesn't seem... Add filter. Gain. Let's add a gain. Test. 1, 2, 3. Test. There we go. I think that is a better... Yeah, they say to have it in the yellow. My microphone is not very high powered. Let's put a 10. Let's put an even 10. Put an even 10 on that gain. Put a gain on that pang. There we go. Gain. We are gaining. I'm not sure what kind of background noise we've got. Let's just check on YouTube and see. Let's check on YouTube. And we can test the chat box as well. Ooh. Ooh. Ooh, we don't want that. Coconuts. There we are.
Test. There we go. I think that is a better. Yeah, let's see if we have it in the yellow. My microphone is not very high powered, but let's put an even 10 on that gain. The gain on that. We're gaining. I'm not sure what kind of background noise we've got. Let's just check the YouTube and see. And we can test the chat box.
Okay. We have we could have jumped in buys, but trading the range it's not really in my strategy, so let's try and stay away from it. Red drink. Ooh. Some wild dreams last night. You know when they're wild, but then immediately you can't recall them. Just another dimension. My lighting is awful as well. One day we'll get a better setup, but it's more just for myself at the moment, as we don't have any viewers. But this background noise here, that surely can't be my computer. Huh. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. So just a lot of waiting around at the moment to see what happens. Do we take a trade today or do we not? Yeah, we played around with some smaller lots yesterday. I prefer opening multiple positions as opposed to closing partials. Microphone is loose. The juice is loose. There we go. Apologies for that shriek. Let's have a look at what else is going on in the world. So, yesterday we had CPI, big spike up here. Looks like I should have. I got a bit antsy. I did take a sell up here And then it started coming back up, and I did get out of it because if I was wrong there. But looking at things, it would have had a nice deep cut down here, but this would have scared me. So I bailed on the news yesterday. Looks like Bitcoin's had a lovely breakout of that range. Wow, almost at 100k again. Almost at 100k. That would be yeah, Bitcoin's journey back to 100k. Nice. Too scary for me. Gold looks like it's on its way up to retest the all-time high. And did we see 5,000 this year? I think we'll see 5,000 this year on gold. I think we will. Especially what's going on in the world. You know, presidents are being kidnapped. Regimes are being toppled. The United Kingdom continues to be a big old pussy. Hard to believe. Used to run three-quarters of the known world at one point. Now it's a joke. Time to leave the sinking ship. I am not the captain, so I don't have to stay behind. That's how it rolls. That's how it goes. This lighting, jeez. Too much. We can do something else. Oh no, we're not plugging in. I'm in the dark here. I'm in the dark. Oh, there we go. It's not. Now this is not strong enough. So, why is that? Look at that glare. It's like friggin'. Look at that. It's like the sun. Look at that. Where's my face? Look at this. More light. Let's just get all the light. There we go. Maybe we need more light to stop the glare. Okay. More light it is. More light. Or is it only when I come close to the screen? Yeah. Fuck it. We'll do it live. Fuck it. We'll do it live. It's a callback to a very, very funny live TV incident. Yeah. What is this 1 hour candle gonna do? Only time will tell. Yeah. So on the daily, we haven't had a retest to any of the previous levels of last year. You know, even to here. So I am aware of that. Very aware. Because at some point, people are going to take profits. you know. But we could have another situation like this, where it doesn't come back down to the level. Creates a whole new level. But we haven't seen that yet. We've not. 15 on the 15. So our lot size today is going to depend on the risk. If we have to put a safe stop quite far away, we'll lower the lot size. And if we can have the stop a little bit tighter, we can play around with some larger lot sizes, which would be nice. Because we are a little below our target by 0.2%. We're basically at £100 behind this week. On average, we need to be making at least 0.5% a day. And when we're funded, not if, when we are funded, we will be at some point buying a larger account, the 140,000 account. And we will have a copy trade system on there where we will trade the new £140,000 account, that's $200,000, and we'll link it to this one, and we just do the ratios. So basically we'll be trading a whole new FTMO account, and then this will be a live account accumulating some cash in the background. Or we can do it the other way around, where we trade the live account, and in the background the 140k FTMO account is doing its thing, just with a different ratio. It will be half. And then when that's all done, happy days. Happy days. And I did ask FTMO about doing this, and they said it's fine. So, because it would be soul destroying to break some rule that you didn't know about. And it is your responsibility to look at the rules. This is, you know, be an adult, have a look what you're getting into. And yeah, and if you're not sure, they have a live chat system, just ask. Just ask. Because and we're trading this as if it were live. We're not, you know, a lot of people will rush through an evaluation only to get to the live funds, to then blow it. It's not sustainable to have some sort of real high time pressure. And if you start like that, it gets into your head, and you'll continue like that. That's what happened to me. Got one payout, and then after that, revenge trade, overtrade, bad decisions, bad mental health, stuff going on in your life. With trading, you just got to lock in, lock that door, shut yourself away, no distractions. You know, the streaming itself is a distraction, but I think the only thing that makes it relevant is that it's well, they complement each other. So, but I'm not here with the I'm not got a TV in front of me or anything like that. I'm not trying to keep as locked in as I can. spend a good at least 3 hours a day on the charts. It's 15 hours a week, plus what I do off stream. So looking at least 20 hours a week on the charts, which isn't that much. If you think about a full-time job, you're doing at least 40 hours, you know. So maybe I should be spending 40 hours a week on the charts, even if you're not trading, just looking, learning. No big volume as of yet. Did spike a little bit a minute ago, but yeah. I think if we do have a break to the downside, you know, this is a huge move down here. Huge. You know, it would take some pretty bad news to hit that in a day. But I would anticipate some sort of retrace to start finding a level to then move up. Let's have a look. So you could say, if you are a trendy, you could say it could maybe come down here and move up. We'll keep that line on there for shits and giggles, Mr. Bigglesworth. Okay. Once I've got all the technical issues sorted out with the stream, the camera, the sound, the lighting, and myself, I am tempted to do the New York session. Oh, this is rejected this area here. Interesting. Is a dump on the horizon. It is Wednesday. It is Wednesday, 7:20 UK time. Broker time, 9:20. Germany time, 8:20. 40 minutes away from the Big G Open. That's what we're calling it now. The Big G. We trade the Big G in the morning. The Big G. Big G. Big G. Get your Big G out, lad. It's a bit sus. Said to myself, I'm gonna stop drinking so much coffee. I just put a bit less in the grind. Ooh, a bit of a spike in the volume there. Look at that side profile. Must have a stronger chin. What's happened there? Hey ho. Could do with some new teeth. I was looking at getting some new teeth in Thailand. 15 G's. 15 big ones. It's a lot of cash. I'm not that bothered at the moment. However, I did notice one of them is One's getting longer or one's getting smaller. So okay. Okay, so the plan of the day. If we get high time frame confirmations, either side. So if we get a 1 hour candle close below this level or a 1 hour candle close above this level, we will be in either buys or sells. Today I am not biased either way. The overall trend is still bullish, but this may be the day, because of this large consolidation, that we get a some sort of dump, because we haven't had one yet this year. And why not on a Wednesday? Why the hell not? So but if we get anything like this or like this, rejections with nice wicks, we are doing the swing opposite direction, and we'll try and be in this trade for the long haul today, because just having a look at previous trades that I've done, I've been on the right path. So for instance here, so this was trade one. Look at this move here, there to there. Got that nicely, but profit. That would have been a 1.5% day with the risk that we had here, and it wasn't a huge amount of risk. Same again here. Well, we had some issues here with, but we did in the end. I caught this move here. Here, took away some profit here, and I left a runner and took away some profit here. However, you can see how far it went. So I have a little bit of an issue pulling out. It's never been a problem before. Oh. This channel is not for children. See what happens. If you are a range trader, you know, you could have been riding this bad boy. Look at this. Bing, 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 bing. But we are in the middle at the moment. We are in the middle. Trying to figure out a way to make the stream a little bit more exciting without being a fucking clown. And crude humour only goes so far. Only goes so far. But we shall see. Yeah. Unfortunately, in this day and age, with people's attention span, including my own, you know, you need lots of shit going on to hold people's attention. Whether that's jumping around like an animal, making screaming noises, talking shit, whatever it is. But people watch it. People watch it. They don't watch me. So I'm probably in the wrong. It's fine. We're in this for the trading. We're in this for the financial freedom. So it's all about the remote financial freedom. Not having to go into an office every day, which I've done previously. You know, being fully accountable for yourself, not being micromanaged, just being in charge of your own destiny. And the key thing is not being locked to any geographical location. So you don't have to stick around if you don't like where you are. You can pick up and go. And in my case, I'm going to Thailand. I'm getting I'm going to start with a 1-year visa, and get in on a educational visa, and I'm going to go and study the language, study the locals, and go from there. Taking my trading with me as well. Taking my trading with me. And if everything pans out, they have a wonderful system where you can buy golden ticket visas. So you can have a 5-year visa, a 10 or a 20, I believe. I think a 5-year is something like $20,000, £15,000. So that's so after the 1 year, that's going to be the target to buy one of those. And yeah. But we'll see how we get on after a year. A year's a good test. I'll keep my house in the UK just in case. Just in case. Anything could happen. Anything could happen. But yeah, I've got UK fatigue. UK fatigue. It doesn't seem like it's a country going places where you know, it's not exciting. It's lost its ganache. It's not doing it for me anymore. She's dried up. We've run out of lube. Ugh. Okay, currently 9:30. No, it's not 9:30. Oh, these times. I'm gonna get some freaking clocks along here. Germany time, New York time, London time, broker time. I need 4 clocks. 4. That's my little Sweden. Okay, 30-minute candle close, rejection off these highs here. What I have been noticing, the volume has been coming in a little bit later. A little bit later. So when was this? So 10. So 8 o'clock. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Yesterday it did come in, so that would have been. Yeah, volume comes in at 8. But we also had it. Look, we had it throughout the whole day. These are profits people have taken. Money, money, money. So what do you think's going to happen? Are we going to go up here and then come down, or are we going to continue up? Get back on this trend, because this is just low volume nonsense here. This is a big consolidation, so I'm going to be trying to take trades either way. No particular bias today, and catch the movement. I do like trading off this 1 hour candle. If this 1 hour candle closes bullish with volume, there is a high chance to catch another bullish candle at this time. But we're in the middle of the range at the moment, and taking a trade at the middle of the range is it's not a good thing. The milk's gone bad. Okay. Coffee number 3. Yeah. Still not used to these morning streams. It is early for me. But I'm going to bed pretty early. I'm not a good sleeper. The voices in my head go. They made that song because of me. That's how I feel every night. As soon as you turn the lights off and put the head on the pillow, the circus comes to town. And just like that, I'm dancing around like a clown. If we come up, have a big rejection, we're taking sales. We are taking sales if we get a nice rejection. And we move up on our time frames for confirmations. The steam has been lost here. So we were on a good run. But the steam has now been lost. You know, sells here, stops above here. Potential. But a couple of fake outs we've had of this range. I mean, how many fake outs can you have? You know, 3 in a row? Third time lucky, they say. Or the rule of 3. So 1 more fake out before the move. Okay, what time is it? So this range has been held 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections to the downside, and we've had 1, 2, 3, almost count that one, at least 3 rejections to the downside here as well, so to the upside. Oh, vehicle tax notification. Please read this email. I have taxed the vehicle. Hey, I don't mind paying taxes, but in the UK, that money is not being used for its people adequately. And I mean its people, not the world's people. We have become an open air market of international trade. Oh well. So hopefully soon we'll be able to stream on X, Rumble, and what's the other one? TikTok. But we're not allowed to at the moment, for whatever reason. What are you enjoying Twitch today? Oh, what's happened here? Have an account, log in. Oh, goodness me. Oh. Couldn't find my Google account. Well, ain't that a bitch? Okay. Okay. UNTS. Oh. How funny. I am retarded. Love that that word's come back now. We used to throw those around all the time. I am approaching middle age, which if you live to 70, I'm 35 currently, so what is this? Confirm my ass. Verification code. Ugh. My streaming knowledge is pretty horrendous. Welcome back. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you, Twitch. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome. Hello, welcome. Okay, right. The chat, this box doesn't freaking work. Oh. Oh. Right, need to make this larger. Let's have a look. Let's have a look-see. How can we do this? Chat box. We need it bigger. We need it bigger. That's what she said. It's width. The width. Let's make it 800. Whoa, there we go. Still not big enough. Innuendos today off the fucking chain. Okay, 800. Let's go 1,000. Let's go 1,000. Oh, wrong one. Let's go 1,000. No, 800's good. Well, this is 700. Okay, so okay, I can deal with this. Welcome, fellow coconuts. That's what we're about. Coconuts, big old coconuts, and candles on the chart here. Candles on the chart. Two things that I love: the coconuts and the candles. I also make candles. Is there anything this man can't do? Okay. 15-minute. Looks like we're having another rejection off this area on the 15. What does that mean? We do not know at this stage. 1 minute left on the 15 candle. 1 minute left. Uno momento, por favoro. Bonjour, parlez-vous anglais? Yes, I'm not a very lingual person. I struggle with English, getting words out my fucking mouth. Ah! Amazing, and if I actually get a following of any kind, even if it's 10 people, looking back on these old streams. LOL. Like people that say LOL instead of actually laughing. Ugh. Cringe. Right, 15 is closed, bullish, engulfing candle. Let's see what happens. Vapes ran out of battery. Fucking L. Absolute L. Welcome, fellow coconuts. Hopefully one day soon we can do a live stream from the beach in Thailand. Or at least an apartment with a nice view. Get some collaborators going. And have some of the lovely locals join the stream. This is a lifestyle and trading channel. At the moment, there isn't much lifestyle going on, but we are trying to change that. We are. When I say we, it's me. It's an interesting smell coming from my dog. Oof. Views on Instagram are shockingly low. TikTok seems to be better. I don't know how any of it works, so it's probably my fault. See, this would have been, so we joined the stream around here. So we could have taken a move, because I would have pussied out here. I like taking the risk off the board, because, and then it flips the other way, and then you end up losing. You know, even sometimes breaking even stings when you've been in a you know, a nice winning trade. You have to break even. Because you wanted more. The greed. The power. Power. Yeah, can take over sometimes. It can take over. Right now, nothing much is going on. Sit up straight, man. There we go. There we go. Got the orange cashmere on today, yes. Nice blue spotted shirt to match. There's a little blue jacket in the background. Blah blah blah. Blah blah blah. Ooh. Middle of the range. If you take a trade now, it is a 50-50 gamble. We are in the middle of the range. The market is not quite open. Another 10 minutes. When the market opens, I want to see a push and a retracement. A push and a retracement. On my strategy that I did backtest, if this candle does close green, there is a strong chance that the next candle will be green. Just on average, so something like it is almost a 50-50 chance the next one will be green if a candle falls green. So as you can see, that green, another green, went green, another green, went green, another green, went green, another green. So, but if you do that during high volume times, the likelihood increases. So, the rule of numbers. The rule of numbers. But because we're here in the middle of a range, we're not at any key points. It's a bit risky because the next candle could be green, but it could fall, it could spike up here and come all the way back. We're going to try and do a liquidity grab trade today because we want to break out. So, but you know, we got the accumulation, there's big accumulation. You know, there's got to be some sort of manipulation somewhere. Something has to be grabbed to move because we haven't been able to move. There hasn't been enough force in the market to either push it up or bring it crashing down. We haven't had a red day in some time, and the more green days there are in a row. Okay, we had a red day yesterday, so that's a complete change from what we've had. So the steam is running out, but yeah, it's like if you're at a casino and the last 10 numbers have fallen red, you know, the likelihood of black will come up does increase, even though it's supposed to be a 50-50 each time. You know, you're not going to have, if you flip a coin, you're not going to have 50 tails in a row. It's not going to happen. You could have 5, you could have 10, you know, maybe more. I don't know what the record is, but eventually there will be a balance where the other one will come true. So, on that note, this is rejection again. Big rejection. The hourly, no wick on the bottom. Is there a wick on the bottom? Ooh, no, there is not. This could be 4 hour. Okay, there's a wick on the 4 hour. Forget what I said. Forget it. Forget about it. What a great show that was, The Sopranos. I actually met James Gandolfini very briefly at a party in New York just before he died. Well, I say just. I think it was the same year that he died. I think I lost the picture. But, yeah, shook the man's hand. Huge mountain of a man. Well, compared to me anyway. He looked at me like he was sizing me up for a sandwich. Sandwich. Hey, sandwich. Sandwich. Do have some Sicilian heritage myself. Do have some myself. See what 5 minutes doing. Right. What I think is going to happen I'm undecided. I'm just going to shut the fuck up. I'm undecided at this stage. Okay, I'm going to speak. So, because of this change in this trend here on this line, and we haven't had a real red day for some time yet. We had a tiny one yesterday. I think market open, we come up, we reject, and then we move down. And I think a move down to this area here, because it hasn't properly been retested, is not out of the question. Further confirmations would be, we haven't, so this is the real test. We haven't had a close below the 200 moving average for, yeah, a long time. Yeah, it's been a constant pump. So at some point, it's got to happen. So, yes. Let's see what happens here. I can foresee what we're either going to get in and we're going to ride it, or we're going to miss it. Because sometimes when there's moves, there's not confirmation, and it just goes. And if that happens, you got to remember to manage the risk, manage the stops. But usually if there's a break, it carries on going. So I'm just nervous to have a red day. Almost had a red day yesterday, but we clawed our way back. But I don't like clawing my way back. Confidence, execution. That's what we need. Confidence is not high on this chart at the moment from what it's doing. We've got 4 minutes till the big G open. 4 minutes. Hold on to your butts. Come on, Jack. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up, boy. Let the boy watch. Let the boy watch. Oh, I've got some sunlight coming in. Fantastic. I'm not convinced that my viewers are real, because there's always 2, and I don't have 2 subscribers, so no one's getting alerted to it. Maybe it's just some sort of bot, some type of Chinese bot farm, Russian disinformation. It's the kind of shit they go on about these days. Disinformation. Our information is the correct information. Shut up. Just show me a chart. Show me the facts. Show me the numbers. Back it up with the numbers. Quit flapping your gums. Quit flapping your gums. Oh. Don't want that. Okay. 10 o'clock inbound. What's going to happen? What is going to happen? A breakout with a retest would be a nice entry. Breakout with a retest. We'll see. We'll see. Might have to shoot from the hip. It's going to start getting frisky. 20 seconds to open. It's not getting above this level. Oh, here comes the volume. 2, 1. The market is open. What is going to happen? I think we're going to push up to test previous day highs, which is up here. If it gets rejected, we are flipping to a sell bias. If it gets rejected. If we have clean breaks below this area here, then we're flipping obviously to a sell bias as well. But if we have clean breaks and it stays up here, we're going to go bull. But there was a breakout of the trend line, and it only happened at a shitty time when there wasn't any volume, and it's in a range, big old range. So there's the 5 minute. Need to grab some liquidity from somewhere. I don't foresee there being much here. It's all up here. Down here and up here. Zoom in a little. If we reject this level, then we're in sells. And if we come back within the trend, we're in buys. Playing the waiting game. With the markets, there's always something happening. You can always get in, get out, but it's better to wait. It's better to wait, which I don't always do. It's a tough psychological thing to, you get a feeling inside. You're like, I need to get in. I need to get in. Got to push it away. Got to be cold, stone cold, cold-blooded. Maximum lot size we work with on this account for this instrument is 25 lots maximum. ideal drawdown, max drawdown 0.5%, max drawdown around 1%. Around 1%. So we had a break above with no wick on the top here on the 30. No wick on the hourly. I really don't know what's going to happen. Really don't know. Just got to wait for something to happen. If this becomes a... Okay, let's have a look. If we have an engulfing candle. Something like this. It could be on the way down. But the range is strong. All these levels are here. We're bouncing off these levels. On the hourly, we haven't broken below the 200 in a very long time. So if we get a break below and we stay below, we're in sells. And could be a hold on to the position for quite some time. But we need to catch it. See, bouncing off the levels, bouncing off the levels, bouncing off the levels. Still in the range, still in the range. First 5-minute candle of the session here. Second. Let's take it to the 15. If we come up and reject, we're in sells. And at least we can come down, we'll come back down to test this area. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff. We keep making all-time highs every day. Even though it was a red day yesterday, all-time high was made again. With the wick. Just with the wick. To close below the previous high. Volume is moving up now. Could be the manipulation. What we'll do today, I think, we can open a trade if things go our way, and probably around a 10 lot, and we can either add a 5 or maybe another 10 if it starts going our way. Add to the winners, take away the losers. You know, we want to push above 1% today. We want to push above 1% in profit. I think I've got a buddy just sent me a message that he's in gold buys. Gold buys. Yeah, gold buys. Ooh, that might be a retracement though. My buddy Tommy, who was out in Thailand with me, is also getting into trading, which is great. I think he's done it a little bit before. He is interested in gold trades, and I think he's currently in a gold trade. He's doing a smaller FTMO challenge currently, and he's absolutely storming it. Different strat to me, but that's fine. My trend lines are shocking today. Absolutely shocking. Bow chicka wow wow. Pushing up now, pushing up. Is Tommy there? Tommy! Tommy boy! My only real viewer. What a champ. Tommy is in gold trades at the moment. He is in gold trades. Tommy boy! We had some absolute stormer nights out in Thailand together. Hopefully we'll be reunited out there shortly. I don't see why not. He's given me the inside. He's got some insider information about gold trades. So he's going to big buy on gold later. Big buy. Well, we'll see how we do this morning. And potentially we'll jump in with Tommy boy. Tommy loves the coconuts. He lives for the coconuts, lives for the bunda. What a lad. What a boy. see what happens. Can we break the range? Tommy is 130 pips in the green on gold this morning. Lucky man. Currently no trade on our side. No trade, no trade. I am going to be waiting for a 1 hour close before taking a trade. So there will not be a trade on the channel for at least 45 minutes. And I'm sticking by it. I am sticking by it. Because of this range that we've had for so long. Look at this. Fake out. Fake out. Liquidations. Well, I can't tell that message on the stream, Tommy, but absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, big push up now on the 1 hour. We're going to be I'm going to think we're going to test yesterday's all-time high, which is up here. See what happens. Let's see what happens. Care to take, Tommy, care to make a comment on the chat? Test out the chat. See if it's working with YouTube. Can I get a That's a little inside joke there. You'll know what that means. Okay, approaching a key level of resistance here. Volume is spiking. Volume is spiking. Will this breakout of the trend line be invalid? We will find out. We will find out very soon. All the key levels being respected. The 20, the 50 and the 200. So we're just monitoring now to see what occurs. I am being cautious. Hopefully not too overly cautious. Hour and a half so far on the stream. No trades taken. Still in the range. 20 minutes since Germany open. The big G. We trade the big G in the morning. And we will be trading the US 100 once we have our stream set up more adequately. So 2 streams a day, keeps the doctor away. And hopefully we can be on X, Rumble and TikTok as well. Starting a little bit of a rejection off this level, which is expected. Will it have the momentum to keep going? See, the old me to reject, but that is an impulse entry, which we cannot afford to do at this stage of our account. We do not want to take money off the table. So the first 15-minute candle closed back in my line here, barely. It's not a clean break. The 30-minute is struggling to get up, like me in the morning. Let's have a look at gold, see what Tommy's experiencing. A little retracement on gold from, what's that? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, another all-time high made today. Again, it's respecting key levels, the 20, the 50. So it's still got bullish momentum on gold. But we're not trading gold at the moment. Could be something for the future. Now there's big rejection off that level on the 15. So that, ooh, interesting. Big rejection. Eight minutes left of this 30-minute candle. What can it do? Still in the range, hasn't been able to push up above, even with the morning open volume. So far. So far. Sun is rising here in sunny England. It's not raining at the moment, which is nice. Take the hound out later, the old Winstonian. What a dog. What a fella. Look at him. Absolutely loves it. What I need a good Thai massage right now while I'm trading. That will be in the channel's future once we make it to Thailand. There are going to be masseuses everywhere to help relieve the stress of the trading day. Who will have it today? The Bulls or the Bears? Yesterday, no one really had it. It was a range. It was a range day. Nothing happened. We went sideways with two big teasers. Up here, big tease number one. Sorry, Big T's number 1 to the downside, big T's number 2 to the upside. Usually, the longer the range, the bigger the breakout. But looking at all this profit that people have been making, yeah, they've still got it in the market. They haven't taken it. Because if they'd taken it, we would have gone down. So oh, I didn't look at the news today. Let's have a look on the news. Your calendar. Here we go. What day are we? Wednesday. More big USD news. Yeah, big news. 1:30 US time, and nothing for, yeah, so nothing big on the euro today, which can affect the German markets. They don't have the Deutschmark anymore, and they definitely don't have the Reichsmark. They have the euro. Yeah, rejection off the level. If we take a trade today, we will be starting with 10 lots. 10 lots with a maximum exposure of 25 lots. Risk 0.5% is ideal, with 1% gain, or 1% risk with an over a 1% risk as well. So 1 to 2 is the ideal win. Get rid of the box because we get tempted when we see the trade box up. We get tempted. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Winston, make me some food. No, he's sleeping. Ooh, rejection off the level. Rejection off the level. Or is it a support to move up? So yeah, signal. See if we have. Yeah, look. Doesn't know what it's doing. Doesn't know what it's doing. Usually what happens in a day, like we'll test the day's high, the day's low, and at the moment it looks, so yes, so the day's low has kind of been tested here, not very well, and then we've moved up to potentially test yesterday's highs. If we reject off those highs, we are going to go into sells. .30-minute about to close. It is a bullish candle above previous support. Sorry, above previous resistance, and it's going to become a support. Yeah, volume is starting to spike. This was last hour, this is the last 30 minutes, and this is the current 30 minute. See the difference. Momentum. We want to be on the side of the institutional traders. We want to follow in the slipstream. We do not want to fight the big boys. We need to follow behind them. Where they go, we go. So we've had a break back into the range. Still in the range. Didn't break the highs. We're going to move up to the hourly now. If we get a clean break, so if we get a break on here, and it stays up here with this candle close, we'll be in buys. We will be in buys, because this stuff will be invalid then. If we get up here, close up here, we're going to move forward. Try and catch something. Quick toilet break, and we are back. Nothing significant going on. Still in the range. Still in the range. Tedious stuff.
My grass is really.
That's better. Yeah, rejection off the top level. Not breaking back up on the 1 hour in because of this line here. Talking to myself. Let's have a look at the 5. The 5. One hour candle, still very bullish. Still bullish. Could you call this a head and shoulders? Probably not. Probably not. If we're able to catch a move from up here down to here, what a day that will be. What a day. Equally, if we're able to make new highs. 15 is flipping, engulfing bearish. Let's take out the lows of the previous candle by the looks of things. There's definitely more indecision in the market today. It's not wanting to ping. Ping, ping, ping. Oh, a bottle of blue peng would be nice right now. This is a big old range. It's a big range. Ranges indicate indecision. Indecision. This could be the consolidation, this could be the manipulation here. But we'll see. See if we respect this level. See if we respect this level. Because it's currently a big rejection on the 1 hour. 1 hour's flipping bearish. Yeah. Sells up there might have been a good decision. May have been. See if we respect this level. Appears to be some sort of retest on the 15. See what happens. Seems to be a retest. Look at that, complete opposites. See how this 15 closes. So 15 closes back in this range. We may be going downtown to at least here. See what happens. See what happens. It's definitely going deep. It's definitely going deep. How deep will it go? Two and a half minutes left on this 15-minute candle. Approaching 2 hours on the stream. And we are waiting for this hourly candle to close. And we may make a decision on direction based on that candle. This is a very deep retest here of this level that we broke out of. Similar situation to this by the looks of things. Could be a fake out. See if this level holds. Will the level hold? Again, we're bouncing off these. The 50, the 200, and the 20 moving average. One minute left of this candle. 1 minute left. Let's have a look on the 5. So in the 5, in the last 5 we respected the level. So we'll see if this 5 minute respects it too. Which will make it the 15. The waiting game. The waiting game. "15 seconds of this candle. Will it respect the line?" 2, 1, and close. Yeah, looks like it respected it a little bit. Well, we'll see what happens here. We've got 15 minutes left of this 1 hour candle, and we should be taking trades based off how this candle closes. Just have to try and manage this risk a bit. We're still in this big horrible range. Ugh. Let's move this down now. Yeah, I'm not trusting it today. I am not trusting it. We haven't broken back into this area with the 1 hour candle. So obviously we have this trend going up, which has been respected 1, 2, 3, 4 times. This could be a signal down. I am tempted to, if this candle closes bearish, I'm tempted to put an order in bearish. But we might have a situation like this, some high wicks. We'll see, we'll see. We're still in the range. Oof. What's the 5 doing? See, the 5 is holding the line. bias is flipping bearish at this stage. I'm gonna take a very small entry of 5 cells. Right there. Risking 0.5%. And we'll have our TP over here. Let's see what happens. If we get breaks below this area here, I'm going to be in for more cells. Let's see how we do. If we only risk 0.5% and it doesn't go our way, it does give us another opportunity with a similar trade if we were wrong. Or we can leave for the day with a 0.5% loss. This could have been the fake out here, but we'll see. We need to break below these levels. We'll see what happens. See if we can get some bearish momentum going. Hovering around the entry at the moment. 5 minutes left. This 5-minute candle is wicking off this area here. A nice dump now would be a nice indication. We can have a 5-minute close below here. Last 5 minute of the hourly, still bearish. We are in for a 5 lot, very modest position with a 0.5% risk with over a 0.5% reward. It's like a 0.7 reward. Okay, so a little bit of a drawdown. It's not what we wanted to see. We're bouncing off this level. It appears the 1 hour candle is going to be a bullish candle, but it is still under the trend line for now. 2 minutes left. If we start breaking the highs of this, we're gonna get out. We're gonna get out. At the moment, this is a very weak bullish candle. Very weak. Less than a minute to go on the 1 hour. See how it closes. Let's see how it closes. At the moment, it doesn't look like the strength is enough to push up. But we'll see. We'll see. 3, 2, 1. New 1 hour candle. Need to break these levels. Break these levels. Yeah, 30 minutes looking, you know. Keeping on the hourly. It's a weak hourly bullish candle. And this level was respected on the 30. It was on the hourly too, but it's weak. It is weak. Let's see how this 4 hour closes too. Oh, to play for. Still in the game. Still on the 15. Let's see what happens on the 15. Wow. Yesterday's closing day was red. It was a weak red. Momentum to the upside had stopped. We ended up in this big range, which we're currently still in. Trend line was broken to the downside. It hasn't been broken yet on a higher time frame. So, yeah. See what happens. See what happens. Look for some food. Okay, looks like we're potentially coming back down here, which is good. Which is good for us. I'm just going to hit mute while I gorge on my food. Got a bit of smoked mackerel this morning. If anyone's interested. Okay, food is finished. As you can see, I did enter again another 5 lot as we had a 5-minute close below this area here. It seems that we are going to be going down, testing the lows again. So my bias now is bearish for the day, and I am going to move stops, tighter stops here as I added some risk. 280 plus whatever that is. Yeah, just about a 0.7% risk here. The movement seems to be pushing to the downside now. Currently in the green, fabulous. And yeah, this is a big red candle coming by the looks of things. If we don't get a rejection, the trade is still valid. And if we get breaks below, we are in the money for the day. We are in the money. But it's got to keep an eye on it, manage, and go from there. Yeah, so we had a little wick up, and then now we're heading down. But we'll see what happens. We'll see. Could be a big liquidity grab to move up, but we'll see. We'll see. Probably a lot of buy orders at the bottom of this range. We need this to keep going down. We close below here. And more importantly, we're back in this little range as well. One minute left of the candle. Need a big... Keep dumping, baby. Keep dumping. Again, hovering around our entries. We're not going to add anything else at this time. We've got 10 lot on. Modest. Our target is going to be down here for the day. Potentially leave one of the positions open. But we'll see. That's if it goes our way. Which it does seem to be at the moment. 15 seconds left on this 15-minute candle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And yeah, a dump below this low here would be good. We are still in the range, however, we were not able to break above the trend line that was broken in the previous hour. And the volume was there, but it wasn't enough. So, we will see now. Currently in the green. first target is down here. Second target. Let's have a look. Second target down here. One. Yeah. And as we move our stops lower, and then eventually break even. But this is a big bearish candle so far. Hopefully break the lows of this 15-minute momentarily and continue down. Yep, lows have been broken. Up here would have been the ideal entry, but that's okay. If we entered up here, our first TP would have been probably here, second one here. But because we entered late, first is here, second is here. This seems to be a strong downside candle. It needs to close bearish as well. Current risk is below 1%. So up here we've had 1, 2, 3, 4 rejections to move higher. But we've also had 1, 2, 3 rejections to move lower. So we shall see what happens. See how the 5 minutes is closing. Still bearish. On one, I might take a little bit of risk out. On the so on this one, we're going to move above the current here. So 200 plus. So we've got 500 risk on at the moment, thereabouts. We need a big push down, close, retest down. So the next candle to close will be the 30-minute. we need to close down below this line. If we come back up on this line, we're going to get out the trade. Pretty much becomes invalid at that point. Eight minutes to find out. Approaching, we've just hit 2.5 hours on the stream. Thank you for joining, whoever's out there. Shush. Excuse me. Oof, somebody woke the dog up. So we had a 15-minute close back in the range. And now we need a 30-minute close back down there. Some noises. Who is that? Having a rejection now. Retest down, maybe? We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. If this closes above, then we're going to get out of the trade. Dog's having his breakfast. He's going to want to go outside afterwards. Lots of waiting around as usual, but it's all part of the game. Wonder how Tommy's getting on with gold. It seemed to have stalled a little bit. Yeah. Phew. Okay, 15-minute close in about a minute. Sorry, the half an hour close in about a minute. Wicking off the 200 moving average. This sucks right back up here now. We are getting out of the trade. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. New candle. How did the 15 close? Week 15. Again, if this candle flips bullish, we're going to get out. In 1 hour. You don't want to have breaks and really above here. Nice breaks below this current 15-minute candle would be very nice. Also approaching 3 hours on the stream. Thank you for tuning in, whoever you are, wherever you are. Okay, let's coming up to a level here. Let's see if it gets rejected. We want it to be rejected. We do not want it to be respected. If we reject here, we can come down. A little bit of a head and shoulders maybe forming. But this is a bit worrying. No wick on the bottom of this candle so far. Okay. How much have we got to play with? It'd be nice if this candle flips bearish. Starting to have ideas. idea. Three, two, okay. So we're at the full 1% risk now, or thereabouts. 3 price targets, 1 being here, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, which will be over 2% if we've got the direction right for the day. So we're locked in. Just going to manage things now. Need a nice push to the downside. If we start having closes back up in here, we'll get out. We will get out. Got full 1% risk as of this time. Looking for a 2% gain over the day. See what happens. Nice push down now. Would be fantastic. We rejected this level. So this is yesterday's low with our first profit target. Slightly larger 10 lot, and then we'll let the other ones run. This candle seems to be flipping bearish now on the 15. This is our max allocation for the day. See if it pays off. A minute and a half left of a 15-minute candle. I want it to close bearish. Going to be a weak bearish, but it's invalidated the previous green candle. A break below would be just what we need. Just under a minute left. Still staying under the levels. Moving averages. More importantly, we haven't wicked back up into the range above. Need a new neck. Anyone know shop for a new neck? Excuse me. Okay. Closed, slightly bearish on the 5 and the 15. We need to come below these now. We've got a tighter stop loss on our larger position. big push down. Broken the lows on the 5. 15 minutes left of the 1 hour candle. A big push to the downside is what we need, preferably below this area. If we can get that, we are in the money for the day. As it stands at the moment, we are still hovering around our entries. Do a little trend on the 5, just to see where we're at. What we will do is, if we bring this down here, bring this out. So we've got 180, under 90, 210s, that's 400. Yeah, so we're slightly, we're 1.1, risking 1.1 at the moment. We need to be a little bit higher above here. But we want a nice clean break. If we get a clean break below there with this candle, that'll be good. So far so good. And those were his last words. Quick toilet break. Approaching 0.5% profit at the moment. So we'll be managing this trade and moving stops down as we go. 3 profit targets, 3 open trades. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Any big rejections will get out of the trade. Because we could be getting into a liquidity grab trap. But I'm hoping, so we had some consolidation here. Hopefully this was the manipulation coming up, and then this hopefully will be the move. After our first TP is hit, we will move other stops to break even, so we can secure what we do gain on the first trade, which is a bigger lot of 10, the other lots of 5. So yeah, let's see what we can do here. So look on 15, wicking off this area here, which is our line. We need some momentum to push down. We've got about 8 minutes left on the hourly candle. A little bit of rejection off there. If we have a change of structure on the 5 minute, we could get out as well. Nice big dump would be lovely right now. Last 5 minutes approaching. Again, still back hovering around our entries. With a big rejection currently happening on the 15. Indecision on the 30 and bearish on the 1 hour. We're about to be bearish on the 4 hour as well. We have been bearish, but if we can get bearish on the 4 hour, nice. Good indication to go down. See what happens. Exciting stuff. Tommy is sending me some fair value gap on gold. Fair value. Yes. Bottom of those wicks look good. We'll keep an eye out. We will keep an eye out. Don't know what chart he's using. Oh, he's using a 5 minute by the looks of things. Unfortunately, we do not really trade on the 5 minute. Still bearish. So it's going to hit a trend line as well. I'm just managing this trade and then I will take a peek. There is big news at 1:30 in the US. So, something to be mindful of. And it all depends on this trade. If we win this trade, we might have a little bit of risk to play around with on other instruments. But right now, we're just in the big G. We're just in the big G. Hoping to at least test yesterday's low. Hopefully we can test yesterday's low and move down to test yesterday's low, move stop losses to break even on our other trades and hope it has a nice run. Yeah, so we're risking just over 1% for over 2% at this stage. So 500, 1,000, so 1.7. Yeah, 2 point. Yeah, so it's a 1-to-1, 2-to-1 ROI we're looking for at the moment. We need a push down. 1 hour candle is going to close. 15 is sucking back up, but we're still below our key level here. So we're going to stay in for now. The 4 hour is doji at the moment. One hour is trying to go down. But wicking here. We are wicking here. Let's see. New candle. Ooh, where is it? There it is. Okay. This is not good for me here. No good. No good. This isn't bad. And the 1 hour closed back below the range, still respecting the break of the trend line. If we can break these lows, we can expect to continue lower. If we break these highs, we're in trouble. When I say we, me. But we're holding the line on this one today. Yeah, might have a retracement, maybe 75% retracement on this candle, and then to go down. That is what we are looking for. We've already retested the line, the trend line. Tommy seems to be killing it on gold. Killing it on gold. Really want to see a test of yesterday's low. So we've got a new line here as well, which we do not want to break. We are 3 hours and 15 minutes into the stream. Could set a record today. I'm not sure how long we can stream for. Might be different on different platforms. Not that it matters. But, yeah. You know what? Just going to play around with the stops, not the stops, the TPs, because it depends on if we get breaks below. We'll see. Unfortunately, our stops are a little bit tight, but we'll see. May have risked too much. Seems to be a day of indecision in the markets today. But there has been a change to the bullish momentum that we have had the last couple of weeks. Oh, stressful situation. Got to push those feelings down deep inside you and let them out in other ways, but not on the charts. remember, a break on the 15 doesn't mean an overall break. But a big engulfing candle here with no wick on the bottom could signal at least a push up to here, at least. But we'll see. Currently sitting above the 1 hour on our stop losses by a little bit. Not as much as I'd quite like, but hopefully enough. Hopefully enough. If it does change direction. Keep an eye. Liquidity grab and break to the downside is always an option too. Liquidity grab. So most candles have a wick above and below, so if you do see a candle that, like 15 is doing now, there is a higher likelihood that it will create a wick on the bottom as well. And as we've been bullish on that candle so far, if it flips bearish, it's a nice indication, which it might be trying to do now. My bias is sells today due to a break of a long withstanding trend line on the 1 hour time frame. Also the 4 hour it has gone outside of as well. So the last 4 hour close, doji, yeah, so we'll see. We will see. Waiting. 3 hours, 20 minutes of work so far with nothing made, but nothing lost yet either. So be nice if this 15-minute flips bearish. Which it's not doing quite yet. Just trying. See what the 5 is saying. So we're still below our key levels, including the 200 moving average. So, yeah. So that 15 is still trying to go down. Bit of a dead day on volume today. It's just staggered down. And that 15 really doesn't want to go. Ah, there we go. There we go. You could have a head and shoulders situation here. But this, up, down, maybe. Maybe, baby. We need to break these lows here. If we're in with a chance. Remember, like Alec Baldwin said, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Get down, get down, get down. Of course, look at this. The news is so depressing, especially the British news. Ugh, when I was away in Thailand, I didn't give a shit about any of this. It just wasn't on my radar at all. Okay, seems like we're making a little bit of a push to the downside after wicking off some keyframes here. Break these lows, continue down, please. Ooh, the water almost went. So we had a little bit of a retracement on the 1 hour, and now it seems that we're going to be testing the lows of the previous hour that was made. But momentum to the upside from the last few days has definitely stalled. But yet to see if it's a actual reversal pullback, because on the daily, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pretty much 8 yesterday is the first time that we've had a little change, so to come back to these levels would be interesting. If we could gain back all the way down here, well, that's our account passed, but do I have the stones to hold a trade that long? Probably not. Okay, 5 minute, we're making a push last 15 seconds. Can we break these lows? Can we break these lows? No wick on the top. Still pushing down. New 5 minute. We did break the lows, we closed below. We can have a nice continuation here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Is some volume coming into the downside? Potentially. Potentially here. Let's see what we can do. Let's have a look. Okay. Okie dokie. Looks like some momentum to the downside is coming in. Currently 400 up at the moment, which is over 0.5%, which is nice. I'm going to move my stops down to above the current 1 hour candle. Take out some risk there. Where's the big one? Especially with this one here. We'll leave her there. Minus 200, minus, what we got? 300, yeah, so we've got less than 1% risk on at the moment. Less than 1% risk on at the moment. And we're looking like we're trying to make a push to the downside. Yeah. How far will it go? If we start breaking trends, then we are in a good position. In a good position. So we'll still leave these ones above. I'm happy with that. Get some 5-minute breaks below, then 15, then 30, then the hourly. Nice, 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 nice. Ooh. Definitely some more sell pressure happening now. We need to break out of this freaking range here. Break out of this range, we're coming down. Especially on the 1 hour. Especially. A break below the 200 on the 1 hour is occurring now. We don't want to bounce off, we want to run through it. Run through. Ooh. Pushes are happening. We are approaching the 1% profit target. We're looking for more today. We're looking for more today. If we can get a breakout here, we are looking for more. See, if we get a break below on the 15. What did I say originally? So we are going to be taking 500 here if we can. Yeah. Our first profit target there, which is over 0.5%. After that, we'll set our stops to break even, and we'll let it run. We will let it run. But right now, this is a breaker structure here. We're breaking lows, pushing down nicely. If we get a massive rejection, we may have to jump out of the trade. This could be a big liquidity grab to move higher. But as it stands, we're trying our best to get out the range. We are 1% up right now. 1% up. Getting close to our first TP, which we will actually have right there. We've broken previous lows. We're looking for 500 on the 10 lot trade. Rejecting a little bit on the 5 minute. Very close. Closes below on the 5 minute are a good indication. Will we get it? If we don't, we could cut our losses and run at 1% win. But it looks like it's going to go down. 1% is our daily target. Anything above that is a win. Depends on this candle here. If we get a close below this key level, big push right now, big push. Volume's coming in. Need the momentum to keep up, the volume spiking. Key moment here, key moment. Look, we need breaks below to continue down. If we don't break below on this 5 minute, we will get out of the trade. But it's looking like it wants to at least visit this area. Okay, we've broken below. See if we get a continuation. You know what? We're almost 2% up on the account. So let's see. Moving stops to break even. Oh, there we go, stop loss. Moving stops to break even. Okay. So our risk is out now, and we either make nothing or we start hitting our take profits. A 30 minute. We need to close below this area with the 30 minute. If we don't, we're getting out. I might get out early. I'm happy with the 1%. We're up over 1% right now. So So I'm taking out. So we've made our 0.5% for the day now, and now we can see if it runs. So another winning day, 3 days in a row. We've taken the risk out of the market. We've taken at least 0.5% in closed trades. We've got two 5 lots running. First TP target would be another 500. The second target is another percent. So we had a total risk of just over 1% to gain 2% today. So if these run now, we can expect the 2% to be hit, because we're breaking below structure here. You know, especially if this closes on the 1 hour below here, it's a definite change in direction. It's a nice swing what we did today. Good old swing. Managed the risk well. Added positions to maximize profits. So yeah. Happy days. Happy days. It's our biggest day of wins so far. So we have 386 in the bag already today, with another 470 of unrealized profits so far. It's looking good. It is looking good, if I don't say so myself. Okay, the 30-minute is about to close. We're officially 2% up on the account. I'm taking the risk out. I'm happy with that. 1,400. We are well on track. 2% over the last 3 days. Let's go. Let's go. If we have a retest up here, we could take another trade. But you know what? I'm going to get off the charts for the day and go and enjoy. So total profit for the day was £827.23 over 3 trades, and yeah, the Bears won today. Looks like the system is working. Well, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will be back tomorrow.